All right. So today we're going to talk about the leadership ladder. So who here knows what the leadership ladder is or is familiar with it? A few shaky hands. So a little bit. So we're going to talk about why the leadership ladder is important and what it is and all the details and all that so you guys understand it. But so in the calls that I've done with a lot of Tiffany's coaches, most people want to talk about most people's goals are basically building a business and making it profitable, making it like a solid, sustainable, revenue coming in every month. And so that was like probably the biggest thing that I've taken away from all my interviews is that not interviews, calls, but just people want to have that sustainable, solid business, and not something that's going to be going up and down, and something that's going to be able to alleviate stress off their family and kind of provide a solid income. So looking at ways that you earn money as a Beachbody coach, there's commissions, there's team cycle bonus, there's your matching bonus, there's the profit sharing, and I think that's it, right?
Yep.
So what do you guys notice about those four ways of bringing in income? That was a question.
Repeat that. Sorry.
Yeah, what do you guys notice about those four ways of producing income through Beachbody? Anything?
So repeat them.
Okay, so commissions, team cycle bonus, matching bonus, and profit sharing.
Do you guys need some of those explained? I mean, that's kind of a big deal if you need some of those explained. Okay, go for it. Or do you want me to?
Oh, Michelle, go ahead.
Well, I just noticed, I think, I'm still at the very low, work commission stuff, but you get more team bonus cycles, which then means you might have less commission coming in. You're not doing the retail, but you're getting more because of your volume.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah. So your cycle bonus, right, is the 200 to 100 ratio, where you're getting $14, $16, or $18 per cycle, depending on what rank you are. And that's a great way to produce income. The matching cycle bonus is
a matching bonus. So when let's say, my personally sponsored coach starts earning a cycle bonus, right? So let's say they earn $500 a week, which Megan's cycle bonus is usually between she can correct me if I'm wrong, but $500 to probably $800 a week. So Beachbody says, awesome job, Megan. Because you're sponsored by Tiffany Danzy, we're going to pay Tiffany Danzy a 10% bonus of her cycle bonus. So I don't earn a cut of it. It's just a 10%. Tiffany earns $50 because Megan earned $500 on her cycle bonus that week. So that can add up, though, because as you sponsor more and more people, like Stephanie Richardson's cycle bonus is like $12,000 a week. So her coach, just for sponsoring her, receives a 10% matching bonus saying, Robert Hudgens, you earned $1,200 this week because Stephanie Richardson earned $12,000 this week on her cycle bonus. And he has sponsored more people than just Stephanie Richardson that are earning a cycle bonus. So over time, long term, it can be a really good, a really nice bonus. They're just bonuses. It's a really nice bonus to her pay or to his paycheck saying, thanks for sponsoring her. We're going to give you 10% bonus. So that's what a matching bonus is.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so the profit sharing is once you reach 2-star, you get, they profit share. 5-star is larger, and 10-star and 15-star. So those are the kind of benchmarks for those ones. So what they do is the, I don't know exactly how they calculate, but they have a big, huge pool, of Beachbody, the whole company's profits that they earn for that quarter. So every quarter this happens. So once you reach 2-star, so all of the 2-stars in the company will earn a bonus. So it depends on how many 2-stars are in the company. If there's a small number of 2-stars, then the bonus is going to be larger because it's shared among lesser people, right? So if there's more of them, then it gets smaller. And then 5-star. Once you're 5-star, then you get the 2-star bonus plus the 5-star bonus. And same thing with 10-star. If you're 10-star, then you get 2-star, 5-star, and 10-star bonus every quarter.
And you can earn those per business center. So just long-term thinking, you can earn that per each business center that you have opened.
Mm-hmm.
So Janelle Summers, who's a 15-star in 3 business centers, earns about $150,000 a quarter because she has 3 business centers that are 15-star diamonds. So just to give you guys a number so you guys have an idea of what that can look like. You can earn it in more than one business center.
Yeah. And your husband's too.
Oh yeah, and if you're married and you build your husband's business and say he goes 2-star or 5-star, you would earn that bonus. So those are the ways to earn. So back to your original question, which Michelle answered part of, is yes, you would earn less commission and more cycle bonus. The matching bonus, the cycle bonus, and profit sharing are all related really to your team. It's all about your team. It's not about you. It's about you helping your team. Sorry, I'm answering the question. Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah. So that's what I was going for is you can only do so much retail and commissions. You can sell 100 challenge packs every month, but if you don't sell 100 the next month, your checks are going to go way down. So most of the ways that you earn through Beachbody are through a team. And so that's what we want to talk about today is helping you guys get that team to where you want it to be, where they're sustaining a nice income for you.
And they're building their own businesses, really. So it's a win-win because, yes, my coach makes money off of our team, right? Because she's my sponsoring coach. However, she doesn't make near the income she could is if she continued to build hers, which she doesn't right now. So she's very limited because I'm only on one leg. Our organization has blown up her strong leg, but she hasn't really built her weak leg. So I benefit because I build my business. She benefits because she sponsored me. I'm in her organization. But it's not like you have to only be doing this for you. So you're the one. I think we can sometimes get caught up in that. I've seen people, and I had that same fear of like, oh, I'm signing people up for my benefit. It's like, if my coach would have had that attitude and she wouldn't have approached me and just been scared it would have been for her benefit, we wouldn't be able to be blessed and you guys wouldn't be able to be blessed because of her one fear. So don't get caught up thinking, oh gosh, I'm just building a team for me. No, it's not. It's about other people and helping them be successful, which then pays you later on. Okay, Tyler's supposed to be leading this call, so I'll shut up.
Okay. Right. So Tiffany touched on a good point, though, because not only do you want to produce a team that is good at running challenge groups and, sells a bunch of challenge packs, but where your income is really going to take off is when you develop a team of leaders. So those leaders are then recruiting coaches who are then becoming leaders themselves, and those leaders are producing more leaders, and then your team is just going to explode. So when you have tons and tons of coaches underneath you that are all doing challenge groups and selling products and all that, that's where it's really going to take off for you, not just signing up coaches that are running challenge groups. Okay, so developing leaders is really where it's at, and that's where the leadership ladder comes in, because the leadership ladder helps you understand what things that you need to be working on to develop a team of leaders. So what I wanted to do is
you can screen share.
I know, that's what I'm going to do. So we want to just screen share here. So there's a chart that you guys can look at. So if you look on when you open up your online office, how it has like those little tabs right in the center of the screen that has like your team volume, your personal volume, your success club status. And then there should be a little tab that says leadership ladder. So if you click on that, then it will show, your status there. So let me
Yeah, just screen share ours.
screen share that so you guys know. Okay, can everybody see that? Okay, so this is, if you look up let me go back one screen just to show you where I found it. Okay, so this is like your main page when you open up your online office. And if you click on Leadership Ladder, that shows you your last month's stats and this month's stats. And then if you want to get to the next part of the Leadership Ladder, where you need to be to get there. Okay, so, and then if you go down, there's this click here button. So I clicked on that, and that's what brings up the explanation of what the Leadership Ladder is. So let's just go over this chart right here. So to be a business starter, that means that your commission, so the commissions is points. Okay, those are not dollars, those are points that you've earned for the month. So you've got 100 points for the month. Your Success Club 5, you are a coach status, right? So you haven't hit Emerald yet. And then all of those other options don't apply to you yet. If you are a team builder, then that means that you're getting 250 points a month. You're getting Success Club 5, and you've got up to an Emerald status. And so that next column where it says PS with 1+ Success Club points. So that means coaches that you have personally sponsored, 2 of them are producing Success Club points.
At least 1 or more.
Yeah, just 1 or more points. So that doesn't mean they have to get Success Club 5 or anything. That just means that they're producing something. Okay, just one Success Club point. And then now it gets into where your volume comes in on your weak leg. So your weak leg, the TV is total volume. So I think that's total volume is with the 3 coaches, 3 levels underneath you.
I don't know. Carrie probably knows that.
Yeah.
Do you know what TV is, Carrie?
Or is that just your team?
Can y'all hear me, or am I
Yeah.
on mute?
Yeah.
I don't really know, honestly. I just thought it meant your left volume.
Yeah, I think TV is just your total volume of your organization.
So let's see. So team volume right here.
So you got to read that part that's covered by move our pictures.
We're learning here. Okay. So weak leg volume. So the lesser amount of team volume generated on each leg in all business weeks that end in a given month. So that just means so the weekend's on Wednesday, the Beachbody weekend's on Wednesday. So if it's, Wednesday the 27th, that's the end of the month, right? So those last 3 days, the 28th, 29th, 30th, will fall into the next month because that week ends on, the 3rd or 4th of the next month. Does that make sense?
So it's for the entire month. So like team leader has to have 5,000 team volume for the entire month.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And so that's on your weak leg. So those points that shows in your graph on your online office, that's updated weekly. So you can see what progress you're making, that week. But to hit that team builder status on the Leadership Ladder, it's for the entire month. Okay. So for the team leader, you got to be producing 1,000 points in commissions for the entire month. Success Club 5, be a diamond rank, and you've got 4 of your coaches that are producing some sort of Success Club points, and your weak leg volume is at 5,000 for the month. Okay. And now the next stage here is where it gets into more of developing a team of leaders. So in the next one, you've got to have 2 of your personally sponsored coaches that are the team leader status. Okay, so this is really important where you're developing the coaches underneath you to be leaders, because if you need to have 2 team leaders on your team, that means that 2 of your coaches are diamond. That means they're producing Success Club points by themselves.
Sex club. They have to be part of Sex Club.
Okay, and they're also producing a lot of volume underneath them. Okay, so this is really where it gets into developing leaders underneath you and developing people that are going to really produce a lot of volume, a lot of income, and develop a team of their own underneath you. Okay, so that's the organization leader. You've got 2,500 points in commissions per month, Success Club 5, and you've got to be a 2-star diamond and have 6 of your coaches producing some sort of Success Club points. Okay. And then executive leader. How many executive leaders are there in the whole company?
I think there's like 67 success executive leaders in the company right now.
Okay. So out of, I don't even know how many coaches, 300 and something thousand, whatever it is now, there's only 67 that have reached that executive leader status. So it's hard to get to, but well worth it. So you've got 8,500 points in commissions for the month. Again, just Success Club 5. Okay, so you don't need to be killing your commissions. Your highest paid rank is you're a 5-star diamond, and then you've got 8 coaches who are producing some sort of Success Club points, and 50,000 in your total volume for the month. Okay, 4 coaches that are PS team leaders. Does all that make sense? I know that's a lot of numbers and graphs and stuff, but does everybody understand that or have any questions?
I just put in the chat what makes a point. Like, how is that different than commissions?
So you're on the commissions line? Is that what
Yeah, you said that doesn't equal dollars; it equals points. That is what makes a point.
your point is just your like your volume points.
Is that what does NVP mean? Yeah, let's look up exactly what that means, because I assumed that was dollars also.
No, it says it's not dollars.
There.
Okay, bonus points. So total commissions and bonus points you've earned in the bonus weeks that end in that month. So like I was saying, if the bonus week starts on February 6th and ends on March 4th, all of those points are going towards March because the week ends in March. So whatever bonus week ends in that month, that counts towards that month.
So I think now, because
So like Shakeology, right? You get 90 bonus points for Shakeology. So you would get 90 points in commissions for selling Shakeology.
So the commissions, that could just also say personal volume, and that would be the same thing.
Right. Yeah, so it's your
Right.
personal.
Okay. Sorry, good timing.
I think the important thing, you guys, because if you're not an Emerald personality, which would be me, and I know it's actually several of you, you look at this and you're like Carrie probably loves it, and there's probably others in here who have some Emerald that love it. But for me, what's the doing part, right? Like, just tell me what to do to get there, right? What do I do to get there? It's the same stuff we talk about all the time. Adding people to your team, right? Because as every coach, ask Carrie and Megan, and the rest of you guys probably know, is every coach you sign up going to care about building a business and do anything? No, not every person. 1 in every 10 becomes a diamond. So this is where recruiting becomes very, very important, where it just becomes, in a lot of ways, a numbers thing, where if you've only recruited 2 coaches in the last year or the last 5 years, you're probably not going to have anybody that's going to be a team leader or want to build this business. If you've recruited more people, 100 people, you probably will have found a few, right, that are wanting to build their own business and want to do this. So don't get caught up or upset if you don't have anybody. The point is just to keep recruiting, keep adding people to your team, helping them on their level. And you never know when you're going to sign up yourself, right? That's like your ideal coach, right? Or it should be is you, right? So it's going to take some time to find those people. And it can take a lot of people. So that's the doing part, right?
Yeah.
for the rubies in the room. Just I don't care about the numbers. Just tell me what to do. That's my personality.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You can move on.
So, right. So like Tiffany said, it's just a matter of getting the numbers of coaches in your organization and then teaching them to do what you do as a leader. And so I have to put my plug in for personal development, because that's where you really become an inspiring leader, is if people see how you're learning and growing and developing, and through personal development you can inspire people to be better and to grow and to want to push themselves when they see you doing it yourselves. If people see you not really leading and not kind of wishy-washy and not growing or not developing, it's hard to find people underneath you that are going to do more than you're doing. But if you're willing to push yourself and put yourself out there and grow and develop and really develop yourself, it's going to inspire your coaches below you to do the same and to grow. Okay. All right. Any other questions on that, on the leadership ladder, or how that works? No? Okay. So when we get off this call, let's have maybe everybody can go and check out where they are on their Success Club ladder.
Leadership ladder.
Yeah. Sorry. On your leadership ladder, look at what rung you are on that ladder, whether you're a team leader, team builder, team leader, wherever you are on that leadership ladder, find out where you are, and then look at your qualifications, and it'll tell you on that graph where you need to be to get to the next one. So look at that, look at where you are, look at what you need to be, and then set some goals or find out where your weak spots are. You can talk to Tiffany, talk to me, whatever, and just find out what you need to do to build up to that next one.
Or maybe post in the Rock Your Business too what your leadership ladder looks like. I think that's a good idea, because we can kind of talk about it in there.
Yeah, and then we can, maybe that's a better idea, is post it in there, and then everyone can help each other and offer suggestions on how to get there.
Anybody have anything to say?
How do you get out of that?
I need my coaches to start getting their volume up, is what I'm going to say.
Or go find new coaches, right?
Yeah, well, I've been saying that. So
yeah, that's really the key, because we talk about this all the time, you guys. It's like you can't drag people, and you can't want this more than someone else does, right? You can't. I promise, I've tried. I've tried and I've failed to try to you can be as the most inspiring person on the planet, and if that person doesn't want it, then it's not going to make a difference. So this is really where, and I think Megan and I talked about this too, is where just recruiting really becomes a huge part. It's probably the biggest part of your business, is finding other people to do what you do, but not pushing them. I mean, pushing them out of their comfort zone, but you got to find the ones who are going to show up and who are going to at least make an effort. They don't have to be hitting Success Club 5 the first month. I didn't do that. Who did that? I don't know Jesse, but Carrie, did you your first month? No. Most of us we didn't come into this with bats swinging and ready to just kill it, right? That's not how most people start off. So work with them at their level, but there comes a point where you have to kind of judge whether or not you should spend time with a person. And I mean, even to be honest, even in the calls Tyler's done because he's done them with not just you guys, but other coaches of mine. And he's been like, yeah, I probably won't spend too much time with this person because they didn't really have anything they were working for. They weren't really excited or committed to it. And so he knew very quickly who he was going to spend time with and who he wasn't, because he's going to spend time with the people who want it as much as we want it for them, right? So judge wisely and it can change. Sometimes someone can be on fire and they need your help, and then sometimes they fall off the planet, and you're not going to chase them and try to get them. Like Jessie had a coach that hit Success Club her first 3 months and then just like dropped off the planet and was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And so she's not going to go try to tug her along. She's just going to respect that and say, okay, and then go find other people that want this as bad as she does for them. So that's like huge, because that's when you get discouraged, is when you're trying to pull people, and that doesn't work. You just got to go find new people. So, and that, of course, you guys know how to do that. Your challenge groups, helping people with their fitness, it all goes back to those challenge groups, and your own Success Club is still very important, because you have to keep a constant pool of customers that you can then funnel down, right? Megan talked about her funnel that she put on her whiteboard, like potential challengers, potential coaches, and this is all funneled down, right? You have this many challengers, you have this many potential coaches from those challengers, this many that are, hungry and want to do something, this many that are producing Success Club points, and so you kind of can funnel them down and know who to work with. Does that make sense? Sometimes we're a broken record, but truly there's no, and I think you guys know by now, there's no secret to this. I've just duplicated myself over and over again, right? Finding new people, working with the willing, finding new people, working with the willing, finding new people, working with the willing. Sometimes it's not exciting. In fact, I told Tyler this morning, I need to take a break. Like, I'm just like I need to do my personal development. I'm not feeling it. I'm just like frustrated, not with anything in particular, just life, just kind of like blah. So I know that that's when I need to take a step back, spend time with my family, just like unplug for a little bit, not worry about all the stuff I should be doing, but I'm not doing, because that balance is more important than anything else. Because if I'm not taking care of me, then I can't help other people. So it's tricky, and you're never going to be perfect at it. There's always like, oh, I got to take a step back. Okay, I can go. Okay, I got to take a step back. I wish I was Superwoman. I really do. I'm frustrated that I'm not, but that's life. Okay, any questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about before we let you go?
Anybody having any struggles or anything this week?
I am. I need a break.
I'm finally signing up my husband today.
Yay!
I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Go on your weak leg, or where do you need volume?
Weak leg. Yes.
So go on whichever leg that is for you.
Yes. And one of my other coaches is signing up a coach today. So that was exciting.
Oh,
And I'm
that's
helping
very
everyone with
exciting.
that. So.
You guys, when you can duplicate yourself like that, that's huge. Susan has 2 of her coaches that are both at Success Club. And I'm like, that is who you work with. Like, you have a little call with them every week or every other week or something. We are changing the structure. I just heard the Rockstars call is going to be the 3rd Monday of every month. They just posted this morning. I've been waiting. Instead of doing every week with them, we've decided to go every month, which I kind of knew would end up happening. So they're just going to be the 3rd Monday of every month. Our Team Inspire call is going to be the 1st Tuesday of every month, because Stephanie's going to keep her call on Monday. We're always Tuesday. 1st Tuesday of every month is going to be Team Inspire. And then the 2nd and 4th week, we're really going to give you guys that time that you're normally on the big team call to work with your little teams. Carrie is my one that's always like, Tiffany, you do too many calls. There's too many calls. So I really wanted to make it, and it's a great point, because if everyone's having to choose which call and they have a million of them, they never get to their basics. So instead, it's going to be 1 call a week. One on the 3rd Monday is with Stephanie Richardson, and us leaders will rotate through those. And then on the 1st is going to be Team Inspire. And you better believe I'm going to be asking some of you to share your successes, what works for you. Jessie's doing the call tonight on social media, because I feel like that's a strength of hers. So I will be inviting you. You don't have to, but I just feel like if you can share something that's working for you, it comes back to pay off tenfold. I believe in karma. So anyway, and then the 2nd and 4th week, I'm really going to make a push for people. That's when I'm going to do my new coach call, my little individual Zoom calls with people, or a small group, which is when you guys should at least offer it, or jump on the phone with one of your new coaches, or jump on a call with your little tiny team of 1 person that shows up, right? So I'm excited about that. I think it'll be a better flow, and I'm excited to have our own little training from our own leaders of what's working for them and what's helping. So with that being said, we're 3 minutes late of our half an hour. So anybody have any questions, anything you want to talk about or concerns? Megan, do you have anything to add? I get to see Megan in 4 days. Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days, right? Megan and I are going to, and Tyler are going to San Antonio to Danny Johnson this weekend. So we will take good notes and bring takeaways back, of course. All right, you guys, have an awesome week. Go get your important work done rather than staring at us. We'll talk to you guys later. See ya.